Good morning, Thurston. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Thurston. On today's Eagle Report,
gas prices continue to soar. Find out why in another edition of Menoch.
And we have your SAT details.
All this and more on this edition of the Eagle. Welcome to another edition of the Eagle Report. I'm Micah.
And I'm Bintia. Here's today's news. This week, lunch will be available for the students who are not testing on Tuesday and Wednesday. Lunch will be served from 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Unfortunately, no to-go meals will be provided to the students who are testing on these days.
The Eagle Wellness Committee fundamentally focuses on mental health and assures students that feeling confident in their goals in our community. If you're interested in joining, be sure to talk to Miss Jenna or Miss Franklin for further detail.
Interested in seeing one of your childhood movies acted out live on stage by your peers? Strike the Musical will be coming to you here at Thurston on the 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. In the auditorium, tickets are $15 each. Visit thsdrama.ludus.com to get your tickets. Can't wait to see you there. Don't miss out.
Attention seniors, prom tickets will be up for grabs next Monday, April 20th. The starting price for the tickets is $80 and will increase $10 weekly going forward. You will not be able to purchase tickets if you have a balance due on your student account. See Ms. Muzzin in the front office to pay your fines.
Yearbooks for the 2026 season will arrive soon. This is your last week that you'll be able to reserve a yearbook. If you're interested in ordering one, check your email for further information. It was sent out on March 26th by Ms. Franklin.
Want to join Student Council? Applications open today through a Google form from Ms. Ashbrook. The form will close on April 24th. If you meet the student criteria to join Student Council, you will get an email back on April 28th. Good luck to anybody who will apply.
SAT testing begins tomorrow and will continue on Wednesday. Students should arrive no later than 7:30, and both days will be dismissed at 12:30. Good luck to everyone, especially our juniors.
Speaking of SAT, Malyah spoke to one of the SAT coordinators, Ms. Ferris, to let you know everything you need to know, as well as relieve any anxiety you might have about the test.
Okay, as everybody knows, next week we're taking the SAT for 11th graders and 9th and 10th graders taking the PSAT. And I know there's a lot of questions about how do we get ready? What do we need to do? The truth is you just need to be engaged and locked in. Try your hardest. There's no penalty for getting a wrong answer, but leaving something blank is just missing a chance to possibly get something right. So make sure to answer everything. Put an answer in, even if it's just an educated guess. Oh, you can log in with your College Board account. There are full-length practice tests so you can see what the questions look like. For the day of the test, be here on time. We can't let anybody in late. That's not our rule. That's the testing company and the state's rule. So you need to be here on time. Grab a breakfast bag as you come in. Even if you're not hungry when you come in, it's great for a snack during the test. And really just try your hardest. You will be completely surprised how many points you can get just from trying as opposed to giving up and going to sleep.
Reminder, all testing day assignments have been sent to your email. To see where you will be testing this week, be sure to check your email. If you have any questions, stop by the front office, AP office, or see Mrs. Ferris, Mrs. Lailah, or Mrs. Day.
Our forensic science class is doing an annual chicken corpse experiment. What is it? Who knows? So we check in with Mr. Crawford for this group.
Have you ever walked down 800 Hall, looked to your right or left, depending on which way you're coming from, and wondered, what is the forensics decomposition lab? Who's conducting this experiment, and what are the outcomes? We tracked down one of the students who are conducting this experiment.
The students of fourth hour. We are getting chicken, and we're just leaving it out to see what will happen and how it will decompose. To see what stage of decomposition the chickens will be at the end of the school year.
It's time for sports. I'm Faren, and we got plenty to cover, so let's get into it. The boys varsity baseball team is heading over to Redford Union this afternoon for a doubleheader. First game is at 5:30, and the second game will start at 7:30. Also leaving the nest tonight to face off against RU is the girls varsity softball team. They will also play a doubleheader starting at 4 and the second game at 6. The girls varsity soccer team also heads out up and away to Romulus later today. That game begins at 4. Best of luck. Boys golf opens their season at Glenhurst Golf Course against Crestwood. Tee time is at 2:30. Last week, girls tennis opened their season against Garden City. Here I am with the recap. Last Thursday, the girls tennis team went up against Garden City in a home matchup. We started up with doubles where each duo went against their competitor duo. Each of Thurston's duos were able to win their sets and take the win against Garden City. Next up is singles, where Garden City and Thurston's players went 1-on-1 against one another. It was tough to see who'd come out on top between each set. In the end, Garden City won each set, taking the win against Thurston. Now, we hear from one of the coaches and a few of the players about how they felt about the game and what they may need to work on to improve their odds for their next game.
The game went pretty good. We won 6-0, 6-0, meaning that we won both of our sets out of 3. I was pleased with how, at first I was a little bit nervous, but I was pleased with how me and my teammate Malyah was able to beat them, I think I could personally work on my serves, and overall we could work on making sure that we know what's going to happen if the ball goes a certain way, stuff like that.
The game went fine yesterday. I played doubles too with my cousin. We did very good. We won both sets. I think we did pretty good yesterday. I was pleased with how we made a comeback because it was kind of like we won, but it was kind of like iffy. Like we kind of let them catch up in one set. So it was like, but we ended up coming back and I was good with that. I feel like if we communicate more, it'll be better than what we did. Because, I just feel like we need to communicate a little bit more, and that's all.
I feel like I could have done better, to be honest. But, overall, with the wind, it was just kind of messy. But, it was tough, and I liked the challenge, so it was cool. I was pleased with some of my returns, and honestly, the connection with the other girl, because she was really nice, and, it's not fun to, play against someone that's, really rude and, cheating and snobby. I don't like that. Overall, we just need to practice. We got to do something, to be honest. All we can do is try, so.
Our first conference match went really well. We ended up with a score of 5-3, so we did not win yesterday. However, we are definitely seeing growth from the players from last year and the new players. We have a lot of new players this year, and they really did well. I was really pleased with some of our returning players who played doubles last year, had to step into the role of playing singles this year, and they really are holding their own. It's really great to see the growth, the progress from year to year. We really need to work on just the fundamentals. Hitting the strokes, hitting the ball with the proper form, and part of that some of the newer girls haven't really learned. We haven't had a lot of time because the weather has been so wintry, and so we haven't had a lot of time on the court. However, if they just stay consistent with the things that they do know, they definitely will be successful.
Good job to the members of the girls' tennis team. This is Faren from THTV signing out.
That's a wrap for sports. Good luck to all our spring sports teams in their upcoming games. Sending it back to you, Bintia.
Menoch Monday returns to answer the question, why are gas prices so high right now? Mr. Menoch hopes to break it down for us in another edition of Menoch Monday. Hey guys, so we're back with another Menoch Monday. Today we'll be talking about gas prices. So previously in the last Menoch Monday, we talked about how gas prices could increase, and they definitely did. So here's Mr. Menoch to talk about why.
So last time we talked, we mentioned that the U.S. might get involved in a military conflict in Iran, and obviously we are involved in it right now.
Definitely.
The fact that it has been going on for a while has stopped all oil flow through a strait on the north side of the country. Strait is a narrow body of water connecting two larger ones. Well, that one, the Strait of Hormuz, controls the bulk of the supply of oil coming out of the Middle East. And right now it is still cut off. So without that, basically we have a limited amount of supply and a demand that is still growing. And that's why prices are rising right there. It's that simple. Now, the other part about it is that on a daily basis, though, consumers, the people that are buying gasoline, right, change their mind on how much they need gasoline based on what they think might happen in the future. So if they think that the oil is going to be stopped for a long time, prices tend to go up. If they think that the oil might come out and be free quickly, prices will go down a little bit because they think they'll be more available in the near future.
So why are they so high this time around?
So again, there is a limited amount of supply. There is not oil getting through, yet demand is still staying high. So if your demand is high and your supply decreases, prices automatically go up.
So they don't think it's going to be any...
So again, it varies on a daily basis based on what people think. And there's not a lot of accurate information coming out there right now. So it's hard to tell when the supply will increase again.
Okay, what can they do?
Again, other than the decision between the two combatants to let oil flow through that area again, right? It's a matter of, are consumers willing to wait to see what happens and just not buy as much gasoline right now or cut the amount of gasoline that they're using? Or can we find alternate sources of this, which is a longer problem or a long-term problem that isn't going to be fixed right away? So for the meantime, we got to deal with high gas prices for a little while here.
It's time for birthdays.
We would like to wish a happy belated birthday to Everett Lee.
And a happy birthday to Brody Greenlee.
And a happy early birthday to Hector Barjobes, Caden Benford, Boston Bush, Julia Craig,
and Camilla Johnson, Corey Nayland, Autumn Williams, and Jayla Wilson.
Thanks for tuning in on today's Eagle Report.
We'll be back on Friday after testing.
Good luck on your exams and have a great week, Thurston.
And don't forget to soar.